Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Ask Coach Marie. I'm Marie O'Neill, founder of Padma Life Coaching, and your host on this series. This is the place where you ask a question, and I give my unique opinion as a life renewal coach, astrologer, and past life regression facilitator. Please know that I am not a therapist, and I will never tell you what you must do. Each week on Friday, a new video is released with me answering 2 questions from the viewers. In addition to those 2 questions, I talk about various other life renewal topics. Let's go ahead and get started with the questions for this week. All right, our first question comes from Priya in Chicago, Illinois, and I hope I pronounced your name correctly, Priya. I apologize if I did not. Priya's question is, I'm 38 years old and feel completely unfulfilled in my corporate job. I dream of starting a small online business based on my hobby, but the fear of failure and financial instability is paralyzing. How can I take small steps towards this dream? That's a really good question, and thank you. I do appreciate you asking this question, not just for you, but for the audience out here who are listening to this. There are so many who are wanting to start a business and not knowing how to start, and also feeling paralyzed by fear because, the anxiety of starting a business, because there's no guarantee, of course, that any business will succeed. So, first of all, congratulations on wanting to start a business in the first place, because that's a big deal. There's some things that you can do. One, I would always suggest not quitting your day job. This is because you still need to be able to pay your monthly expenses. Unless you have money set aside to be able to take care of yourself for a certain period of time. And my view is that you need money to take care of you for at least 3 to 5 years. And that's because it can take that long for the business to start to thrive. You want a thriving business, and you don't want to have to worry about your monthly expenses. Make sure that you either have enough funds to take care of you for 3 to 5 years, or stay in your current job and work your hobby as a business, as a small business. Start that on the side, where you may be working on weekends and in the evening. Another thing you can do is there's an organization called SCORE, and that's SCORE. SCORE is an organization made up of volunteers, people who have been in business, who have started companies, and maybe they've retired, but they're there to offer free support to those who are starting a business. The other thing that you want to do is, if you can, just start small. Work on your website, work on what you're going to offer, and start spreading the word in your community that you are offering a service, or whatever your business is, that you're going to be offering it to the public. Word of mouth and referral is the best way to actually grow a business. That will help some of the anxiety. My view where anxiety is concerned, especially fear when it comes to a business, it's actually a good thing. I see it as a motivator, because if there's no skin in the game, so to speak, there's nothing to drive you to succeed, you may not. So utilizing and using that fear, that anxiety as a way to drive you to achieve, that can be quite useful. The other thing that you want to do is get support. As I said, go to SCORE, but you can also get support from others who are in business. Maybe you know someone who has a business who can be a mentor. Maybe you know somebody in the industry that you want to move into. Someone there can also help you. I congratulate you once again on having the desire to turn your hobby into a business. And please email me and let me know how you're getting on, and comment below if you'd like. All right, the topic for today is rediscovering your spark. And when I think about spark, I mean your spark, your zest for life. Sometimes we can find that that part of us just starts to get sluggish and we start to feel blah, or that we're alive, but we don't feel that we're really thriving. And there are some things that you can do to get that spark going again. One of the things is just connecting with other people in the community, people who are out there thriving, people who are doing different things, connecting with them, having lunches and dinners, that can help. Going on trips that are educational and for fun, that can help. Re-enrolling in school, taking a class, that can also help. Exercising. But the point is, there's a lot of different ways that you can rekindle that spark that you maybe once had or you still have, but you feel that it's dimming a bit. I find sometimes reading inspirational books or looking at wonderful videos, that also helps. When you notice that that spark is starting to dim a little bit, do something. Just get up and do something to re-energize yourself. From exercise to vacation to talking to people in the community, joining groups. There's just so many ways you can do that. We're only here for a short period of time, and we want to have fun. We want to enjoy life, and we want to feel as though we're thriving. So anyway, I hope that helps. All right, our last question for today comes from Kenya, who is in Honolulu, Hawaii. And Kenya writes, lately, I feel like I'm just going through the motions. Work, home, sleep, repeat. There's no excitement. How do I break out of this rut and find more joy or a sense of purpose in my everyday life? That's a really good question. And that goes to what I was just talking about, which is really rediscovering the spark that you have or that you had. As I said before, there's many ways you can do this. But one of the things that I find works well to jolt you out of this state of mind is thinking about what you enjoyed doing when you were a kid. Did you enjoy acting like I did? Did you enjoy putting puzzles together? What did you enjoy doing? What was play for you? Because it sounds as though you really do need to have something that brings you joy so that you can be motivated with work, with home, with all the things that you have to do. And this is why, kids are so good. They don't think about the future so much or the past. They just enjoy the moment. And what they like to do is play. So think about what you enjoyed doing when you were a kid, maybe even as a teenager, which is still a kid in my view. Think about what you used to do. Was it listening to music? Was it going to the theater? Was it travel? But the point is to find something that is going to give you joy and be uplifting for you. Enlist the help of your family in this too. Maybe you have a movie night, or you have a night of games, or you go on an expedition with the family in the neighborhood. There's a lot of ways you can get out of that rut, and I look forward to hearing how you have done this, because I know that you will. All right, we have come to the end of the questions for this week. Thank you. Thank you, everyone who has taken the time to watch this video. Please comment below. Let me know what you think about what I've said, or if you have any additional questions. You can always put questions related to this video in the comment section below. And in addition to that, if you have questions that you'd like me to answer on this YouTube series, send them to me at padmacoach@icloud.com. That's padmacoach@icloud.com. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you're notified when new videos are released. Doing that is something that is really important. It's important for all of us who are here on YouTube. That's how they get out to a wider viewing audience. So please take the time to like and subscribe to this video. And I thank you for doing that. If you would like to learn more about the services I offer, please go to the website, padmalifecoaching.com. On there, I list information on astrology, past life regression, and also life coaching. You can look at the services, look at how I work, and you can also order a service through the website. If you'd like to learn more about me and who I am, you're welcome to, of course, get my book, And the Lotus Opened, a memoir. This book talks about my life journey so far, that is, my life journey to working with the drama and trauma and chaos that I have had in my life, how I work through various situations. It's designed to give you the roadmap that I used in the hope that it helps you develop your own roadmap for life, for living life with joy. I also have a virtual healing retreat, which is coming right up. It is on April 29th and 30th. It is designed to help you get in touch with your inner self, to connect with your guides, with your intuition. We are going to have meditations. We're going to talk about dream yoga so that you can learn about lucid dreaming. There's past life regression. There's going to be 5 presentations and a panel discussion. I'll put the link below in the comment section to the Eventbrite page so that you don't have to write it down. It will be, of course, offered through eventbrite.com. So please send me your questions at padmacoach@icloud.com. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check out my website. Check out the book and check out the retreat on eventbrite.com. Thank you once again, and I look forward to seeing you back here next week. Bye-bye.